Hello students, welcome back to the topic marketing mix, and today we are going to start with our next topic, and this is assignment 4A. You will be having two videos of the topic price because it is a very wide topic. So this one is 4A and the next video will be 4B. So we are doing the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place and promotion, and we have already done product. And today we are going to take up the next P, and that is price. It is important as well as a little bit tricky, so understand it carefully. First of all, coming to the meaning of price, what price means. So whenever you go to a market, you get goods and services in exchange of something, and that something is money. So price denotes the money value of a product or service, or the amount that you are being asked to pay to the seller. Alright, so price of an article or a service, it is the value that is expressed in terms of money. It is the worth of a product, alright, for which it can be exchanged. Price is also defined as the amount of money which is required to acquire a specific product or service. Without this money, you cannot acquire that product or service. Alright. Price is a very important element in the marketing mix. Among all the 4 P's, price holds a lot of importance. Why? Because this is such a component or element which also affects the rest of the elements. That is, it affects the product, it affects the place, that is distribution, and also the promotion of a product. So price only decides how much sales will take place and how much profit margins the businessmen are going to get, because the price is directly, sales volume is directly related to price. If the prices are too high, then the sales will be low, and if the prices are too low, then also the sales will not be proper. So we have to maintain such a price that the sales volume can be good, and if the sales volume is good, then the profit margins also will be good. A firm cannot succeed if its prices are too high or too low, because when the prices are too high and the consumers are not able to pay, they will not buy the product. And if the prices are too low, then the consumers may think that the product or the service is not of a good quality. Alright, so we have to think from the viewpoint of the consumers and the society. Without pricing, there can be no marketing, as a sales takes place only with the price of a particular product. Means the buyer and the seller, they have to agree at a particular price. If they do not agree at that price, there can be no marketing. Pricing is a very difficult function, because while deciding the price of a product, we have to consider various factors, the tangible and the intangible factors and the interrelated factors, because pricing depends upon various marketing forces. So there are two types of forces that determine the price of a product. First is the internal factors, and then next is the external factors. Internal factors refers to the factors which are within the control of the management. Alright, means management can control these factors, such as the cost of the product, quality and service of the product, promotional and distributional strategy, that is advertisement. So all these are in the hands of the management. That is why they are called internal factors. And the rest of the factors which are beyond the control of the management, those are external factors, such as the demand of the product or service in the market, the competitors, what their policy is, what is the buying motive of the consumer, how much risk the firm has to face, and what are the government policies and how the government is controlling the prices of the product. So now we are going to discuss these factors. So the very first factor is cost. Now there is a difference between cost and price. Cost refers to the retail price, including cost of production and distribution. So when a product is sold in the market, suppose this is your product P. So when it is sold in the market, its cost, it includes three things. Alright students, it includes the cost of production, means how much money has been spent on producing this product. Then it involves the cost of distribution. Distribution means how much money has been spent on advertisement and taking the product from the place of production to the place of distribution, that is to the consumer. So all the money spent on that comes in the category of distribution, and then last comes the profit. So when we talk of the cost, it includes these three things. All right. So cost has a lot of effect upon the price of a product. Cost should be such that the seller is able to cover up the cost of production, cost of distribution, plus he is also able to get some profit. All right. So therefore, cost plays an important role by determining the prices of a product. Then next is demand. Demand means how much the consumers want, means what is their demand in the market and are they satisfied with what they are getting or not. So the nature and the size of the demand, they are directly in relation to the price of the product. All right, sometimes the sellers, they have to sell even at a price lower than the cost. And when does this happen? It happens when the demand is very low for the product in the market. The next is competition. Our product is not the only one in the market. There are various other products which are similar to our product. Our means to a company's product. Therefore, the prices should be kept keeping in mind the prices of the competitors. If you will set at a very low price, then what will happen? It will lead to a price war. Means the marketeers, they will try to force you out of the market because you are selling at a lower price. But if you will sell at a higher price, then you will not be able to stand in competition. All right, because the others might be selling below you. So it is very important to know at what price the competitors are selling. So competition plays an important role in determining the prices of the product. Next is quality and service. If the quality of the product and the service that you're providing is exceptionally good, then you can charge even higher prices than the cost of the product. Much higher prices you can charge above the cost. Next factor is the buying motive. If the customer wants to buy it for their prestige, then it is possible that they might pay much higher amount than the actual cost of the product. In this case, we can charge higher prices. So it depends upon the buying motive. If it is the necessity of a person, then also they can pay high prices. But if it's not a necessity, if it's not the case of prestige, then customers will not pay high price. So it depends upon the buying motives of the customer. The next is promotional strategy. It is directly concerned with advertising. So it depends upon firm to firm what type of promotional strategy they are using. Suppose if they are spending too much on promotion, means they are giving the advertisement in newspapers, in television, on radios, then obviously the cost of the product will be high. The prices will be high in the market. But if the promotional strategy is such that they are using only one means of one media, then the prices will be low. So it depends upon the promotional strategy. The next is risk. There are various types of risks when you produce a product. There are risks of season, means some goods are seasonal, in the other season they are not available. Then other thing is the fashion also keeps changing and the taste and preference of the consumers keeps changing. There is a risk of bad debts. Bad debts means it is possible that some people might have taken your product and they may not pay you the money later. All right. So this is known as bad debts. So there are these types of risks upon which the price of the product depends. So if the risk of bad debts is high, risk of seasonal changes and the changes in fashion is high, then the price of the product is kept high. The next is government control. Government also, from time to time it makes different types of policies, and there are certain products such as edible oils, petroleum, automobiles, sugar, cement. For these products, the prices are fixed by the government, so we have to go according to the government only. So these are the factors which determine the price of a product, and we have to keep these in mind while deciding